So I am back at Carver's Gap. That is the Mountain Harbor shuttle that just dropped me off. Starting later than I'd like to, but I mean, that's what they don't do in early morning. It's about 8:30. I think there's going to be a lot of views today. I like this one, so I decided I want to share it. That's south, back towards Roan Mountain. That's not Roan, but it's in that direction. And this is northbound. So here's the top of Round Bald. Try to get you the sign if you want to read it. The list of mountains there. A couple of note is Big Bald and Little Bald. Went over those. Those are over in that direction. Roan is in this direction. Still taller over there. I mean, the top of Roan's a little bit beyond what you can see, but we're at sign says 5,826 feet right here. Chilly wind. Swinging around to the east. And then this is back around more towards the north. It's the last bald right there. This is Jane Bald. Pretty steep and rocky coming up. The couple of areas this morning, pretty icy. They probably would have been easier with microspikes, but two things. One, I'm not carrying them. I took them out of my pack in Hot Springs. And two, if I was carrying them, I probably would not have gotten them out because it was easier to work my way around the ice than it would have been to get them out, put them on, take them off, and put them away. So anyway, this is Jane Bald. I think it's actually right there, a little bit farther up, but this was a better view, I thought. Nothing special. I'm just between Jane, which is that way, and Grassy Ridge. It's quite a view. I'll swing all the way around and back to Jane. But this is pretty much to the west and then over to the north. Grassy Ridge is up that way. And then over to the east and back to the kind of the southeast. Gotta admit, it's quite a view all the way around. Just a little hollow between the two balds. So, I thought the trail went to Grassy Ridge Bald. It does not. Grassy Ridge Bald is up that way. Elevation 6,100 and something. The AT goes this way. So, looking at my nav aid, it looks like I'm basically at my high point of the day. I'm at like almost 5,900, 5,800 something, I don't know. Yeah, almost 5,900 feet. As it's warming up, the trail is getting soft. You can see, I think you can see the mud. I preferred avoiding the small patches of ice because there's so much mud you can't avoid it. But anyway, it's 12:30. 4 hours into my hiking day. I've done 5.1 miles. I stopped at the Stan Murray Shelter about a mile back, mile and a half back. There were 4 guys there, 19 and 20 from Auburn. It was 11:30, so they hadn't quite gotten packed up for the day yet. They spent the night there last night. Out having a good time, obviously. We chatted for a while, longer than I should have, and moved on. So, like I said, 4 hours in, 5.1 miles from Carver Gap, and headed north. Weather's just like perfect. A little warm when I'm hiking, getting cool standing here. Still wearing the warm layer, but probably don't need to, but I am. And it's overcast. I think it's supposed to rain at some point. Hopefully not. We'll see. Heading north. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So Yellow Mountain Gap, as it relates to the history of Revolutionary War and the Kings Mountain Battle, 1780. So here's a good view. There's the old Oberlin Shelter. And the area around, a lot of green, a lot of field area. I can't tell that it's flat, but kind of looks like there's got to be some flat area there. You could do some tenting and whatnot. There's quite a lot of open area around it. So, and there's a water source in that general area too. So, seems like it would still be a good place to go to camp. I hate to see them tear down the shelter, or the barn, whatever you want to call it, but it is what it is. I'm on, this is Little Hump. I'm I think 6 miles into the day, almost. A little over 7 miles into my hike. That's looking back towards Roan Mountain direction, back where we came from. 3 deer on Hump Mountain. You get to see one of them going away. 3 of them, they were just watching me until I stopped, take a picture, and they decided they'd walk off. Quick turn. That's where I came from. It's a long up. That area on the far side there where you come down before you start the up was very wet and very muddy. Coming up so far has been, first part was really rocky, quite a bit of it loose rock, and then it got muddy. Some of it's been real slick. Right here's not too bad, a little bit of slick there. Gotta get going. Hump Mountain, elevation 5587. That's back towards Roan Mountain in that direction where we came from today. Well, we didn't come from Roan Mountain, but there's a gap between those closer mountains and Roan. That would be Carver Gap, which we came out of. This is around towards the east. So here's one of those bigger landmarks for you. It doesn't say entering Tennessee. That would probably be inappropriate because we've been in Tennessee for 150 miles in and out. But this is where you actually cross the border and don't go back into North Carolina again. The border's more of an east-west and you're heading more of a north-northeast. But anyway, this is where you leave North Carolina. And we'll be in Tennessee until you get to Virginia. The reality, of course, for me is once I reach Damascus in Virginia, I still need to go back and do the Smokies miles. So I'm still going to be going back doing both North Carolina and Tennessee after I get to Virginia. But this is a biggie. Up in through North Carolina. Curious what it says on the other side. Not a thing. Okay, this is also Doll Flats campsite. There's supposed to be water near here. I haven't seen a blue blaze yet, but I gotta find that. I do need water, and also gotta find myself a decent campsite. And I need to, as I'm doing so, keep in mind that it's supposed to rain tonight, so I don't want to get myself into a divot where I'm gonna find myself with a pool, or in a shallow where I end up as part of a river. So good evening. It's my wrap-up, day 46. I'm at Doll Flats, which was kind of my stretch goal. If I could have got started hiking earlier this morning, I might have been able to make it back to 19E, but probably not. Because I get in fairly late into here, and I needed to go down and get water. It was a pretty good hike down. The trail is much better than average, but I think it says 0.1 or something like that, and the guy hits a lot more than that. Good water flow. Went down and got water. Got my tent set up. Got a weather report. It was supposed to start raining, according to the weather report, after midnight, like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, something like that. It's raining. It's 9 o'clock. Not even 9 o'clock yet, and it's already started to rain. So maybe the bright side of that is maybe it will start raining sooner and get over sooner. I don't know. Try to put a bright side on it. I met a few locals today out hiking. No through hikers. It was a nice day. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, some decent views. Hopefully you appreciate some of the video I took. One thing I have learned that I want to share is I think I need to do a little more hiking and a little less YouTube. I gotta, to keep my miles up, I spend quite a bit of time doing the video. I edit out about 50% of everything I shoot, and I'm taking time off trail to do the editing, and so I apologize if the quality goes down or you know, there's a little less of it, but I really do need to focus on hiking. It's a long ways to go, so I'm going to continue to do it, post it as best I can. I'm way behind on Instagram, and apparently someone's gone and started you know, I don't know what you call it. They created another Hiram Hikes Instagram account, so I got to figure out how to deal with that. I think my son's going to help me out a little bit. But anyway, so it was a good hiking day. I'm at Dull Flats. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I had a good hiking day. I'm only, 3-something miles from 19E, the highway, the road, 19E, and then I'll get back and get off tomorrow, and I've got some stuff I need to get done. Hope you're having a wonderful day.